Good morning. My 8 a.m. breath focus workout class. My breathing people. I love it. Today's actually one of my favorite. Less stress, more energy. So, breathwork is about energy. We can live without food for a long time, we can live without water, but we cannot live without breath for, well, more or less, I'd say 10 minutes because some people are out there, right? Um, you know that the word prana, that a lot of you know, it's actually about breath and energy together. We in the Western world, in English and other languages, separate breathing and energy as two different words, but prana actually represents breath and energy. I've done martial arts my whole life, and we've dedicated a lot of time to meditating and breathing, and it was all about energy. It was all about attention. Where our attention goes, energy flows. If we learn how to focus our attention on certain things, we can change what's happening. We can change how we feel. We can change a lot of different things with just breath as an instrument. We can change the blood pressure. We can relax our muscles. We can activate and feel less sleepy, or we can fall asleep if we change the breath in another way. So breath is the instrument and the tool we can use to energize, awaken our body. And so since it's a breath focus workout, we will be breathing, we will be moving, we will be learning how to activate our inner battery, how to charge it. So when we stress out, what happens to our breath? Just maybe think about for a second how you start breathing. What happens when you are stressed? Usually breath becomes shallow and breath comes up to the chest, to the shoulders, to your neck. Sometimes we actually hold the breath, and what happens? We tense up right over here. And based on Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese techniques, our lung meridian is kind of starts around the chest and goes all the way down to the thumb. So also why it affects our breathing based on that Eastern world techniques and instruments is we're tensing up our muscles here, the shoulders, the neck, arms, and it affects it in this way. If we're thinking about Western world, we're tensing up these muscles, we're bringing the shoulders up, and it's hard to use the diaphragm, the largest breathing muscle, fully to continue with the natural breathing, right? If you tense up, just squeeze your muscles right here. It's really hard to engage the diaphragm and bring the rib cage up. If you're not activating your diaphragm and bringing your breath to the chest, you're overusing the auxiliary muscles, the secondary breathing muscles, and it's kind of like a loop that you're stressed, you tensing up those muscles, and more those muscles are tense, more in dysfunctional way you're starting to breathe. So to start, I want to shake it off, to shake off your stress, just like animals do. We always learn from animals some basics, right? So let's shake off your arms and have your feet hip distance apart, and start getting on your tippy toes and just fall down. And we do 10 times just like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now start jumping in place. Just small jumps. I'm on my yoga mat, so I don't bother my neighbors. Relax your arms. See that my arms are just 2 ropes. Jump side to side, close your eyes, shake it off, and then stop. Bring your arms up and shake off your whole body. Keep breathing through the nose. Don't hold your breath. Shake it off. Shake it off even more. And exhale. And bring your arms through the side. Look up. Stretch vertebra by vertebra. And exhale with the sound of ha. Ha. Let it out. Inhale one more time. Look up at the tips of your fingers and exhale with the sound of ha. Ha. Now we start with tapping the area where our lungs are, so our chest. We'll avoid our breasts, but focus on the areas right over here under your clavicle. And like I was saying, this is where our lung meridian starts, so we start tapping. Just create kind of a fist shape. And when we are tapping, we also are releasing that stress, the muscles that we are unintentionally squeezing and holding without even really knowing it. Next time you stress about something, just observe what happens in your body. And now with the left fist, tap this area under your clavicle and go down the inner side of your arm, all the way down to your fingers, and go back the outside. Tap your shoulder and move to the other side. And the other side, the outer side, your shoulders. And massage your neck. Both sides, bring a little bit of heat to this area. You can squeeze your traps. And do one side first, then the other side. Squeeze. You hold a lot of tension here. It's much nicer when someone does it, but you know it also works, and you do it on yourself. Shake it off. Now bring your arms out, just like that, parallel to the floor, and you start twisting your body. We'll inhale and exhale, twist, and I want you to tap your kidney area. So you inhale through the nose and you can exhale through the mouth. And instead of having your arms here and do something like that, you bring your arms higher up, parallel to the floor. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, tap. Be intentional. Be reaching for the side, so the spleen is on the left side and kidney. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Next exercise what we're going to do, also a great chest opener, and every time we bring attention to our breath, we activate our sympathetic nervous system, we activate the energy flow in our body. So hip, your feet the hip distance apart, and we'll be bringing arms up in the shape of I. If I is hard for you, you can do V. If V is hard, you can just tee out. And inhale. And I want you to open up your chest. Like if you have a beautiful necklace, you're showing your necklace. Your knees are slightly bent. Let's do 10 times. So you open the inhale through the nose. Deep inhale. Open up your rib cage, just like we've learned. Look up, look at the tip of your fingers. Three, two, and last one. Exhale, shake it off. And bring your shoulders up, squeeze them, and let them go. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, squeeze as hard as you can and let go. And last time. Squeeze and let go. Shake off your arms, maybe a couple more jumps. Now bring your arms up. Frame exercise, my favorite exercise, also fantastic for posture, and if you need a break at work in the middle of the day, this is my favorite. If you have like a little hump right here, it's starting to happen, this is your exercise as well. Okay, great, arms up, so you hold opposite elbows, your tailbone tucked in, so you're not standing just like that. Your feet hip distance apart, your knees are slightly bent, so holding to opposite elbows, don't bring your head forward, tucking your head back, and tuck your chin down. Like you're squeezing a little coin between your chest and your chin. And you're trying to reach the ceiling, vertebra by vertebra, becoming taller. And friends, you're breathing here. This is a great position to observe expansion of your rib cage. Look at my rib cage right now, see what's happening. On the inhale, you're bringing attention and you're opening up the rib cage 360. Five more breaths here. Opening up. Don't forget about that coin you're squeezing. Inhale, open up your rib cage 360, front, side, back. Exhale, narrowing your chest. Bring your breath down to your diaphragm. Work it, activate it, and last one. Your last big inhale. Bring your arms down. Shake it off. Great exercise. Give yourself a big hug. Hold your shoulder blades. Curve your back, arch your back. Not like this, but just the mid-back area. Tucking your tailbone. Forearms are parallel to the floor. Opening up the back. And exhale. All right. So now bring your hands down Doesn't matter which one is up, up just below your belly button. You're not touching your hands. I love this exercise from Qigong. Now that I combine different techniques and like Taoist practices is something what I love. And so from here you'll be inhaling through the nose. Imagine that your energy center is just down below here. We're filling it up. We are moving that energy up with the inhale. By the chest, you're switching your hands and pushing up. And on the exhale, you turn your hands down, you bring your hands down, moving your energy, kind of like a pump, and turn it upwards. So your hands are facing up on the inhale. By the chest, we turn them and we're pushing the ceiling out, and then we turn our hands like we're bringing energy down, collecting it and twisting them up and returning to the shape like we're holding something at the bottom. All right, let's do 10 times. So inhale through the nose. Continue inhaling, turn your hands, and then exhale. And again, inhale. Slow and controlled. Inhale. Hold your breath here for a second and turn your hands down. Start bringing the energy down and exhale at the same time. Keep your knees slightly bent. Inhale. And exhale. Your body is relaxed. Inhale, focus, activate, and exhale. And inhale, bringing prana, removing it along our spine, all the way up. Turn your hands and then exhale. You can slow down or you can do it a little faster. On the inhale, your arms go up. On the exhale, down. Do 3 more times. Look up and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And last one. Alright, shake it off. Now I want you to bring your hands in front of you in kind of like an almost namaste position. And we'll be opening to the side. It's like pushing back on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 10 times. Trying to bring the torso back. Twist in the torso. Show from the side. Three, 2, 1. Shake it off. Bring your arms up and bend your body to the right. Stretch your intercostal muscles, the left side. Inhale and exhale. In the left side, in the area between the rib cage, between the ribs. Neutral and side bend to the left. Open up. You can look back and open up your chest. And come back to neutral. All right. And now we did 2 very quick breath pumps. So your hands go on the bottom of your belly, and this is actually very similar to breath of fire, but I love this one from Taoist practices. So we relax our belly, we relax our knees, shoulders rolled back. You tuck your chin back, so our posture is aligned. Be very balanced in this position. Even if someone pushes you, you have the most amount of balance. So hands at the bottom, you can feel the heat. Bring the energy, bring your attention. Where attention goes, energy flows. You'll be inhaling through the nose, and we'll be pushing the air out on the exhale. Just like that. So we concentrate on the exhale, we push the air out on the exhale, and we work it with our abdominal muscles. We feel the contraction in our abdominal area. Great to achieve that flat stomach that a lot of people want, but also activate the energy, move prana up, make sure it circulates. So we do 36 times. If it's too much, stop and take a break. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. We inhale together. Open up the belly, fill up the lungs, and exhale. Six more. And relax. You can do it 2 more times to get to 108, 108, but even this will make you feel a little bit more energized. So if you have more time, do it twice more. And if you're moving forward with me, just bring your arms parallel to the floor, kind of like cactus your arms, and we'll be doing our next pump. So we'll be opening the chest and exhaling, closing, arching our back, not moving forward, not bending our body. So it's just all torso. See, my hips, my butt is all in the same place. Open, close. When we open, I'm going to do a little pump here, maybe 3 times, and then close. So we open. And the exhale, you create C shape, you exhale everything out. So let's do 10 times together. Arms out, and we open, and we close, open, seven more. And 4 more. Now open up your arms and open up your palms like you're holding maybe 2 cups. And inhale and exhale, concentrate on your breath. And imagine that the energy is going through your palms and filling up your body. and you get everything, you receive what you ask for. Anything is possible. Inhale and exhale, fill up your chest, expand your rib cage. Each inhale. And bring your hands together and bring them all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And imagine the fireball of energy that you created just right under your palms. Inhale and exhale through the nose. You generated this energy, you did great, you started the day, this energy practice. You activated your diaphragm, you activated your lungs, your metabolism, your blood and lymph flow. Be grateful for the opportunity to take the time and do this practice. Be grateful for your body, for your health. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale. Thank you for this practice with me, friends. It's Olya, your breath and wellness coach, and this is our 8 a.m. Breath and workout club. Body tuning, that's what I call it. And yeah, till next Wednesday. If you have any questions, if you haven't done your breath assessment, reach out, follow me on Instagram as well, same name, and let's be friends. Let's train together.